What's up, y'all? So this is Jason. I got another car video for you. So I made one earlier and it seemed like part of my video was missing. Was the phone even on? I don't know. So there was a section missing out of it. And anyway, we're gonna restart. Had a lawnmower going in the background and all kind of stuff like that. So I had a request to make a video on my vacuum line routing. And for some reason, when I got to thinking about this vacuum line routing, I got to questioning one of my vacuum lines. So mine's slightly modified, but I'll walk you through where my vacuum lines are. And like I say, this was a special request. I claim to be no expert, but I can help you with what I know. And you know, I've had third gens for a very long time, and I had a 2.8 before this. It was an 87, and this is a 3.1. It's a 91. I've had two 4th gens, and my daughter has a 4th gen. It's the best one of all of them, to be honest with you. It's a Firehawk. So, okay, let's go over this. First vacuum line. Here we have the evap canister. You notice here we have two places where lines can hook up to it. There's a vacuum line. I've got it plugged. So the evap canister attaches to the fuel line that's right here. Okay, and then it's got like a valve in between. You've got this rubber line, there's a valve in between, and then it comes up and attaches to this purge solenoid. It's on top of the evap canister, and this vacuum line plugs into it. Let's follow this vacuum line. It runs around here, and you see that? Runs around here. It attaches to the back of this plastic line. Well, if I move this plastic line, that rubber line right there is moving. Okay. Now, I'll pull on it. You see this line right here is moving. Okay. I got my finger on it. Then this line, which is the same one, I'm moving on it. It's attached right here. Okay. So that's the routing of it. It comes out of here, it goes underneath the intake, and then it comes around, it attaches here, and comes around over here to the charcoal canister, okay? There's one vacuum line. Now we've got another vacuum line that comes out of here. Well, this engine's kind of hot. Comes out of here, and comes out of here, and see, it comes out of this top part, okay? The small one, it comes around, and it plugs in to where this T is right here. Plugs into this top side. There's a T right there at the end of my finger. And to the left, it plugs into the fuel pressure regulator. Okay, and to this side where my fingers are, ow, it comes down here and plugs into the smog pump. That's my best guess on where this is going, because it comes down here, okay? Here's a smog pump. I don't use my smog pump, and so I'm starting to question, should this vacuum line be plugged off because I'm not using my smog pump? So does that mean that that's a vacuum leak? Maybe? I don't know. What do you think about that? So, next vacuum line. Coming off the back of this intake, right here, we come around and we plug into the bottom of this. Now, right offhand, I can't tell you what this is. Sorry. It plugs into the bottom of it. And this also plugs into the coil right here. You know, it plugs into this wiring harness that plugs into the coil, and it plugs in here. Okay, that's where this wiring harness is. Okay, but it plugs into the bottom of here, and anyway, this vacuum line plugs in here, and it comes around to the back of the intake. So off the back of the intake right here, you have this T. It goes over to the brake booster. All right. Coming off this side, it comes down to this valve. Okay. It's like a one-way valve or a check valve. Coming off the back of it, going underneath these spark plug wires right here, it comes around up here, and it goes around underneath the firewall, goes underneath where the windshield washer fluid is, and it goes up in there. Okay, right here close to the battery, it goes up in there. Down in the fender, down, you can see it from the bottom. If you get to looking up in there, there is like a vacuum ball. It's like maybe about the size of one of those small basketballs or something, you know, for kids. But it's up in the fender. Okay, so that's where that vacuum line right there, that's where that goes to. It loops all the way around, comes around to the back, and it comes off the back of that T where that check valve is. Coming off the other side of the check valve, right here, turns into like a little elbow. There's a plastic line that comes off of it. And that plastic line goes, let's see, where was it? There it is. That's this one. Anyway, it goes down there. It goes down in there. I don't know where it's going. And I've got one more. Let's see. It's also another plastic line that comes up from down in there, and it comes through here, and it attaches to this. I believe this is some sort of valve that has to do with your coolant system, but it's got this air line that goes into it, a vacuum line, air line. So to the best of my knowledge, that is the vacuum lines that I know of. Now, if you know of any other vacuum lines that I've missed, please feel free to help anybody out in the comments or help me out and let me know what I've missed. I'm just trying to help somebody out that was asking to view my vacuum lines. Again, I may have to look into this, the one that's coming off and going to my Smog pump, because I'm not using my Smog pump. So is that creating a vacuum leak? So I have to investigate into that. So, oh yeah, this, where I disconnected the evap canister, I was thinking maybe it's a possibility this could be clogged, but to be honest, I really don't think it is, because it didn't help anything detaching it. And instead of replacing it, I didn't replace it because you can't buy a new one. So you reckon that's a pretty good excuse? You can't buy a new one. So I mean, what else are you gonna do? So I hope that was helpful. Vacuum line placement on a 3.1 Camaro RS. Was it 3? Oh, excuse me. It's got 3.1. And of course, it's going to be the same thing in the Firebirds. So I hope that was helpful. And I'll let you know how we progress on working on this thing at times. And anything else I can let you know that is helpful. Appreciate y'all taking time to watch this video. And I hope you have a good day. Later, y'all. Okay, I hope you can hear me. Figure I'd tack this onto this video. I unplugged this vacuum line from the bottom of my Smog pump, which I don't use my Smog pump, and I wanted to see if it's got a vacuum on it, and yes, it does. So
for watching this video.